Hi everyone, so a couple of days ago I stumbled across someone's version of the fashion tag, and for some reason I was always sure that I'd done this tag before, but then I went through my old videos and I realised I hadn't, and it's a really fun, cute tag, so I'm just going to do it. I've got the questions lined up down here for me, so if I'm looking down that's what I'm looking at, but I'm going to just get started. First question is, how would you describe your style? My style does change depending on kind of just how I'm feeling really, but as a general rule I think my style's sort of quite classic and quite feminine. I'm not really one for trends. I don't dress very edgy. I don't dress particularly interesting either, if I'm honest. My style's very classic and it's very feminine. I don't ever kind of rock an androgynous look. I just like very classic feminine things. Then we have, what are your wardrobe staples? So my wardrobe staples are definitely high-waisted, dark, skinny jeans. I wear those all the time. During the winter months, it's jumpers. I wear a lot of like loose-fitting jumpers because I just feel like they're really cozy and they're just easy to wear. And then in the summer, I wear a lot of dresses. So they're probably kind of like my absolute staples, and then I kind of interchange with accessories and shoes and that kind of thing. I'm more adventurous with things like that. Then we have the most expensive item in your closet. So I couldn't really not answer this because these are the most expensive thing in my closet, and they are my Christian Louboutin shoes. Technically they're not a closet item, they're a shoe, but I don't know, I'm going to count these as my item. But this is what the bag looks like. I still keep them in their box because they're just so special to me. But I have shown these in previous videos, and for some reason it seems to annoy people, but I don't really care because I love them. And they're the Roll and Zip Christian Louboutin shoe. So they've just got this beautiful zip at the back, the gorgeous red sole. They're absolutely amazing. They're absolutely uncomfortable, but they're just the most beautiful, sexy shoe, and I love them. And they were very expensive. I won't tell you how much they were, but they were expensive, and then we had to pay for shipping as well, which was about £150. So they were very pricey, but I love them and they're worth every penny to me. Then we have favourite designer. This is really hard because there are a lot of designers that I really love. I like kind of plain kind of things like Diane von Furstenberg's dresses, and I love things like classic Chanel designs, but I'm not really someone who is kind of designer obsessed. I look at it from afar and I love it from afar, but really I'm not too fussed about wearing designer clothes. Designer handbags and shoes, however, I do love. Then we have, how much do you spend on clothes? I don't know if this means kind of monthly or I don't know, because that really depends on how much spare money I've got at the time and if there's things that I want. But generally I don't tend to spend every month. I'll have every now and then a really big splurge, and then I won't buy anything for ages and ages. But then sometimes I'll just buy little bits every now and then and not buy anything big for a really long time. So that's a really difficult question to answer. I'm not really sure what the correct answer of that for me would be, because I'm not really very good at kind of keeping track of that kind of thing. Then we have, where are your favourite places to shop? I love shopping in Zara, but I do think that the Zara here is really overpriced. Same goes for Topshop. I love Topshop, but I think for what it is and for the quality, it's really overpriced. Places I do tend to shop at very often are H&M, and I tend to kind of stick to shops like River Island and H&M and kind of high street shops, and then I do like the odd kind of nice vintage shop, but I don't tend to ever buy anything from there. So in general I think it would be places like River Island, Warehouse, H&M and Zara. I do buy the odd little bit and bob from Primark, but I'm not really a very gifted Primark shopper. I just find it kind of a little bit stressful when it's really busy and everything's messy, and I can't deal with that, so I don't tend to shop there very often. But those are the places I tend to shop most of the time. And Mango as well, I love Mango. Then we have your favourite fragrance. This is a really easy question for me because I do love fragrance and I have got loads and loads of different perfumes, but if I had to only ever wear one and only ever pick one, then it would probably have to be Stella by Stella McCartney, the original one. Not the sheer one, this is just the big bottle, not the kind of print version. And this is what it looks like, and I absolutely love this. If I only could wear one perfume for the rest of my life, I'd be more than happy wearing this. It's amazing. And then we have, what's your go-to outfit when you have no idea what to wear? So in the winter time, my go-to outfit, if I had no idea what to wear, would be some heeled boots, skinny jeans and an oversized jumper. I tend to kind of wear that on a daily basis in the winter anyway. That'd be my go-to outfit in the winter, and then if I was going out in the evening, I'd wear heels instead of boots. And then in the summertime, my go-to outfit, if I didn't know what to wear, would be a maxi dress with some pretty sandals. That's a kind of easy look to just throw together, and I feel like it just looks good no matter what. So that would be my kind of winter, my summer outfit. Then we have one fashion trend you wish would come back or stay. A fashion trend I wish that would just come back and stay forever and ever is the 1950s look. I love the kind of exaggerated waist and the kind of really feminine look. I love that kind of look, and I think it's really flattering on most body shapes, especially if you're quite curvy like I am. I just think it looks really lovely. So I'd definitely be really pleased if that came back into style, and I would just wear kind of like puffy dresses all the time. I love that look. And then last but not least, we have show us your most prized possession. Now this was really hard because I have got a couple of really beautiful quite pricey dresses that to me are really special, like a Karen Millen dress, for example, that I own. But thinking about it, my most prized possession is this dress right here from Zara. And this dress was very expensive, and it was a dress that I wanted for a really long time. And it's kind of got a little bit of a story behind it, because I wanted it for a really long time, and it was around my birthday, and my mum said she was going to buy me it. So we went to the shop, and for some reason the sizing of it was really weird, and I needed it in an extra small. No, I needed it in a small, sorry. But when I went in, they didn't have a small, they had a medium. I tried the medium on, and it was too big around my bust area. So I needed the small, and they only had one in store that was a small, but the seam of the zip was completely ripped. So I went to the till and asked, you know, could they fix that or could they give a discount? And she said that they can fix it. So she sent it off to be fixed and told me to come back the next day. I came back the next day to pick it up after I had a phone call from them saying that it was ready. And she gave me it, and luckily I unzipped the bag when I was in the shop before I paid for it just to have a look, and it wasn't fixed. The zip was still broken. So that kind of annoyed me because I felt like they were just messing me around. So I asked, you know, like what was going on, and she wasn't particularly apologetic. And the particular Zara store that I'm talking about, I'm not going to mention it, but the particular store I'm talking about has the snootiest staff ever. They're really unhelpful in this particular shop. And she just was sort of like, oh, well, you'll have to come back another day. And it really annoyed me. So I had to just sort of say to her, do you know what, it's alright, I don't want it anymore. And I left, and I kept thinking about it for days after, and I did really want it because it was just beautiful. But then a couple of weeks later, I came home and my mum had bought me it as a surprise, and I was so pleased because I absolutely love it. And it's this nude dress right here, and I don't know how well you'll be able to see, but it's just kind of got like boning through the bust, and then the skirt is just like a ballerina skirt. It's layers and layers, and it's really kind of, it really sticks out, and it's absolutely beautiful. I love it. I'll try and insert a picture at the end of this video of what it looks like on. I'm sure I've got a picture of it somewhere, but it looks amazing on, and I wore it to a big Christmas party a couple of years ago. I've only ever worn it once, but it's just beautiful. The colour and the kind of just delicateness of it I absolutely love, and it reminds me of the dress that Kerry from Sex and the City wears in the opening scene. And for those of you who know me well, you'll know that I'm a huge Sex and the City fan, so I absolutely loved that, and that's always what this dress makes me think of. It just reminds me of her, and we call it my Kerry dress. It's just so puffy and beautiful, and just it's just like a little work of art. It's amazing. So yeah, that's the tag. I am going to tag a couple of people, but if you want to do this and just answer the questions, then I'll put the questions in the down bar for you to just have a look at, and you can answer them in the comments. But I'm going to tag Michaela from Missbudgetbeauty because I don't think she's done this, and I'm also going to tag Lauralovesbeautyx. I always want to just call her Lauralovesbeauty and I forget the X part, but her username is Lauralovesbeautyx. And I'm also going to tag Meg91G. I think it's 91G. If I'm wrong, I'll put a little annotation here, but I'm going to tag you as well, because it would be really nice to see what your staples are, because you've got really great style. And if anyone else wants to do this and leave it as a video response, then I would love to watch yours too. And that's it. Hope you'll have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.